Hey there, gold makers. This is Reckles with Want to Buy Gold, and today we're talking about one of the biggest gold making changes to come to Warlords of Draenor news. It actually came out a couple weeks ago, so I've been waiting to tell you guys just to make sure it was actually a thing, and it's a thing. It's happening, it's live on the beta, and it's pretty exciting. So, the first part is that the neutral auction houses are going to be completely removed from the game. And that's because they are completely worthless now that the Alliance and the Horde auction houses are going to be merged together. That's right, guys, you're going to be selling to your enemy. But that by itself, I'll let you freak out for a little bit. I completely lost my cool when I first heard. I mean, there's so many there's so many implications of what this means that it's kind of mind-boggling when you first hear about it, right? What are prices going to do? What's the amount of goods going to do? What's going to happen on each individual server? What if you have more Horde? What if you have more Alliance? What's going to happen? Oh my god. But let's break it down, let's talk about it, and figure out if it's a good thing, if it's a bad thing, why Blizzard's doing this, and make sense of everything. I'm here, I got your back, everything's gonna be okay, and in the end, I think it's a good thing. So the first thing you gotta realize is that this is essentially a large-scale server merge. For everyone. Everyone's just going to be pretty much doubling their auction house size. So raise your hand if you've been through a server merge before. Wasn't that bad, was it? I mean, you freaked out at the beginning, you thought your auction house was going to crash or whatever, but everything kind of stabilized and maybe one market tanked, but everything was kind of okay. Everyone is still making money, right? That's what this is going to be like. The reason people still make money when auction houses grow has to do with some neat economic theories having to do with imperfect and perfect competition, market elasticity, and the fact that prices in WoW decrease according to the inverse log of the market size, the server population. And so the last part is what I'll focus on, and that's pretty much just saying that if the auction house size, if the server size doubles, the price of the goods won't fall in half. So let's say you're selling gems for 200 gold each, and you're selling 10 of them a day, then you're making 2,000 gold. If your server doubles, then you'll be selling 20 gems a day, but you won't be selling them for 100 gold, you'll be selling them for 125 gold or 150 gold, and so you'll really be making 3,000 gold from those gems because you'll be selling twice as many for a little bit more. So in the end, you'll be actually making more money. The only problem with this is that we're talking about revenue increase and not profit increase. So on servers that have 20% Alliance and 80% Horde, the Alliance is going to see a huge decrease in the price of their goods. And so people like blacksmiths or jewel crafters or the crafters, they aren't going to be able to turn a profit on their goods. But generally those servers have already been merged with other servers that balance that out, so they should be good. Most of that's already been taken care of by now. And if they haven't, they will be by the time of release. And the last thing I want to talk about is competition for the gatherers out there, because y'all know I love me some mining. I don't think these markets are going to be hugely affected, generally because there's enough of the same goods being posted. It's just the same ore over and over being posted, and there are enough farmers going out and posting already. Like in the crafted markets, you generally only have a few people posting regularly. But for ore and herbs, it's like everyone's posting all the time. There's a lot of people farming ore and herbs regularly. So when we merge factions and start selling Ghost Iron Ore and True Iron Ore and Blackrock Ore, it shouldn't make that big of a difference when the amount of people posting on the servers goes from 20 on the Alliance to 40 on the Alliance and the Horde. It will see a small decrease, but generally the amount of buyers are going to double and the amount of sellers are going to double, but it's going to even out. Because it's already hit pretty close to that bottom, that equilibrium point where the sellers say, hey, I don't want to go any lower than 1 gold per ore, okay? So if you're worried about ores selling for 10 silver each or something like this come Warlords of Draenor, don't worry about that. Remember, we got to gather this stuff on ground mounts. It's going to take a lot of work, and people aren't going to stand for that. So, that's all I got. Thanks for listening, and if this was helpful or you have any guildies who are worried about this, please subscribe, share this on Facebook, Twitter, or send it out on Reddit. I really appreciate that, and that really helps my channel out. So, have a great day, guys. And remember that the key to making gold in the end is just to search, craft, post every day. Bye.